I met a traveller from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed." And on the pedestal these words appear: "My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair." Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away.
The rest of the body has disappeared. All that's left of the statue is the base, the legs, and parts of his shattered head. The word vast means something of very great size or proportions, huge or enormous. Because of this word, the reader is able to get an understanding of the sheer size of these legs. They are then left to imagine what it would be like if the whole statue was actually left intact. The reader is left to wonder what it was that caused the amazing statue to become a wreck. How did it end this way? Was it a revolution or was it war? Was it a natural disaster? This description suggests that as a ruler, Ozymandias was uncaring and unloving. The word sneer really stands out as one that Shelley selected to paint a negative picture of this ruler. The alliteration of cold command makes us focus on these words more. The choice of the word cold shows that he had no warmth towards those over whom he ruled. The fact that he commanded them suggests that they did things for him out of fear rather than love or respect. Just in case you're not sure what a pedestal is, if you look back a minute or so in the video where everything's written on, and it's what basically the statue stands on. So it's quite simply the base that the statue stands on. The phrase King of Kings is a really good one. It's the superlative form of king. In other words, he's the number one king, full stop. All rulers included. He's the number one, the King of Kings. King of Kings was also a well-known name at the time for Jesus Christ. People would understand that Ozymandias is referring to himself as a god by referring to himself like this. Ozymandias gives an imperative here, and it's either written to the other rulers of the world or to the pharaohs that have gone before him. The fact that he commands these other rulers shows how much power he felt he had. So remember, an imperative is a type of command. Look, he's instructing them of what they must do. The word despair that he's used is an interesting one. It shows us just how much pride he obviously had in himself. Shelley has chosen this word as if it's to say, you all need to feel terrible because you'll never measure up to me. Ironically, they were not really his works. They were the works of the slaves who died as a result of his commands. Going back to that sneer of cold command that we talked about earlier. Now, the word nothing is very clear and obvious. So other than this, there is nothing there. This is even more ironic as there are no works to look at and despair about. The word wreck is a very powerful word to simply show how broken his legacy actually is. It's not just the statue that's a wreck, but his legacy. There's nothing left of it. Much like vast earlier, this word colossal has been selected specifically to show the sheer size of the statue, but also the sheer wreck that it's been left in. Now this makes us wonder, where are the so-called works? We can realise that while powerful people see themselves as great, in comparison with the sands of time, man is nothing, and even the greatest will be forgotten. He saw himself as the King of Kings, but he was faded out into time.
Always think about the reason the poem has been written. Think about the way the poet has used certain techniques to create an effect in the poem, and always think about a poem that could be compared to this poem.